Mumbai Airport handles over 50 million passengers every year on just one runway. One runway. For a city that never sleeps, imagine planes circling above while thousands wait in line below. This is Mumbai's reality every single day. That's exactly why a second airport becomes unavoidable. India needed a solution that could handle Mumbai's growing air traffic, reduce the strain on the existing infrastructure. But on 25th December 2025, everything changes. Navi Mumbai International Airport finally opens, and today I'll show you exactly why this airport is a game changer for Mumbai, how it will fix decades of congestion, and why what you see on day one is just the tip of the iceberg. If you have been ever stuck in traffic trying to reach the airport, missed a flight, or watched plane circles endlessly above Mumbai, this video is for you. By the end, you'll understand not just the airport itself, but how it fits into Mumbai's bigger picture and why it matters for everyone flying in and out of the city. Mumbai's existing airport, the Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj International Airport, is not just busy, it's one of the busiest single runway airports in the entire world. Imagine this, one runway handling tens of millions of passengers every year. That's right, a single strip of concrete managing everything from domestic flight to international traffic. Let that sink in for a second. There's almost no room to expand, and every delay, every tiny issue can create a chain reaction that affects hundreds of flights. People stuck in queues, planes circling in the sky, frustrated passengers. It's a lot. So, why wasn't this solved years ago? Because Mumbai is literally boxed in. The city has no room to grow, and expanding the old airport would have been like trying to squeeze a whale into a bathtub. Mumbai is dense, crowded, and already stretched to its limits. Expanding the existing airport would have meant demolishing neighborhoods, uprooting communities, and spending billions more. And even then, it wouldn't have solved the problem entirely. The city simply didn't have the space to breathe. That's when planners had a bold realization. Mumbai didn't just need an upgrade, it needed a backup city scale airport, a completely new hub that would have taken the pressure off the existing one. Think of it like adding a second engine to a plane that's been running on overdrive for decades. Not just a runway, not just terminals, but an entirely new infrastructure designed to handle millions of passengers smoothly, reduce congestion, and give the city the breathing room it desperately needed. And here's the kicker, this wasn't just about flights, it was about the future of Mumbai. With rising air traffic, increasing business connections, and more people traveling every year, the city risks choking under its own success. Every delay, every overbooked flight, every crowded lounge was a reminder that something had to change. This is why Navi Mumbai International Airport isn't just a project. It's a necessity carefully planned to solve a problem millions of people face every day. But before we dive into how NMI is actually changing everything, let's take a quick look at how this airport came to life. The idea of Navi Mumbai International Airport didn't appear overnight. It's been in the works for decades. The location was chosen long ago, but the challenge was massive. We're talking about dense mangroves that had to be carefully cleared without harming the environment, rivers crisscrossing the land that needed to be diverted, hills that had to be flattened or reshaped, and the entire villages that required careful rehabilitation. This wasn't just building an airport, it was a complex battle between geography, engineering, and human planning. Rivers were rerouted, lands was reshaped, and thousands of families were relocated with proper planning and care, all while keeping the project sustainable and safe. What was supposed to take a few years stretched into decades. Deadlines came and went. So many times, the people started joking, memes started circulating. Mumbai might never get this airport, right? People stopped expecting it to happen at all. But then, finally, momentum arrived. SIDCO, the city planning authority, partnered with private players to bring in expertise, funding, and accountability. The Adani Group eventually took over operations, turning a decade old dream into a real enforceable plan. Suddenly, after years of delays and uncertainty, Navi Mumbai International Airport shifted from being a concept on paper to a tangible project. It was no longer just an idea. It was a massive infrastructure venture that promised to reshape Mumbai's skyline, economy, and aviation future. The groundwork laid during these years would have defined how smoothly the airport could grow into one of the India's largest aviation hubs. What really happens on 25th December 2025? Don't expect a Bollywood style grand opening with fireworks and fanfare. This is real infrastructure, planes, runways, and logistics, not a movie set. Navi Mumbai International Airport will start with Phase 1 operations, meaning it will open gradually to ensure everything runs smoothly from day one. Initially, only domestic flights will operate, and the airport will function with limited hours and controlled aircraft movements. Why this slow start? Because mega projects don't open like a switch. They need time to learn, adjust, and perform their operations. Even small mistakes on day one can cause huge disruptions, and Mumbai has already experienced what airport chaos looks like. This phase will help fine tune critical systems like security flow, baggage handling, and the coordination between taxiways and runways. Think of it like training a new team before the big championship. Every process, from check in to takeoff, will be tested under real conditions but in a controlled environment. It's not about excitement on day one, it's about ensuring safety, efficiency, and reliability for millions of passengers in the long run. By starting carefully, NMIA avoids the kind of chaos that has plagued Mumbai's existing airport and set the stage for smooth operations as it gradually expands to full capacity. Before we get to the grand opening on 25th December, here's something most people don't know. Navi Mumbai International Airport has already taken its first real steps. On 29th and 30th November 2025, NMIA conducted its first ever trial runs, and these weren't mock drills with dumpy props or empty buildings. These were full scale operational rehearsals involving actual passengers, airline staff, security teams, ground handling crews, and real aircraft movements. So, what actually happened during these trial runs? For 2 days, the airport went into simulation mode. Volunteers acted like passengers, checking in, passing through security, collecting boarding passes, and navigating the terminal from entry to boarding gates. Airline crew tested everything from baggages to airline docking systems. Ground teams practiced aircraft pushback, refueling sequences, and emergency response. And here's the best part: the very first aircraft to taxi to NMI wasn't a huge jet. It was a modest test flight brought in specifically to validate the taxiways, parking stands, and runway system. Its safe arrival and departure marked a symbolic moment. Mumbai's long awaited second airport has finally demonstrated that it could handle flights. These trials were more than just a formal requirement, they were a reality check, a chance to test hundreds of systems simultaneously. Every mega project in the world goes through this phase, and NMI's successful trial run means one thing: the airport is not just built, it's alive, functioning, and ready to scale. If there were issues, and every trial run has them, they were fixed in real time, long before the airport welcomes its first official passengers in December. Think of these trial runs as the dress rehearsal before the big performance. Quiet, technical, precise, but absolutely crucial. These 2 days prove that NMIA isn't opening in a hurry. It's opening carefully, methodically, and with confidence. Mumbai has waited decades for this airport. 2 extra days of testing is a small price to pay to ensure everything works flawlessly on day one. An airport is only as useful as how easily people can reach it, and Navi Mumbai International Airport is taking connectivity very seriously. On the road side, it's linked to some of the busiest and most important highways in the region. The Mumbai Pune Expressway provides quick access for travelers coming from Pune and western suburbs, while the Sion Panvel Highway connects the city center to the airport in record time. And to that, the newly constructed Atal Setu Bridge, which drastically cuts down the travel time from South Mumbai, and suddenly NMI isn't that far away. For many commuters, it's actually closer than the old Mumbai airport. But roads are only part of the story. The airport will connect directly to the harbour line, making it accessible by suburban trains, and the upcoming metro links will open up fast, convenient option for passengers from other parts of the city. Regional transport is also being integrated, including bus networks and shuttle services, so people traveling from Navi Mumbai, Raigad, or even beyond won't have to rely entirely on cars or taxis. And here's something most people don't realize: the airport isn't just a standalone project. Every terminal, runway, roads, and rail connections has been planned in conjunction with the city's long term growth strategy. Planners are thinking decades ahead, not just about today's passengers, but about millions of people who will travel through NMIA in the future. Imagine stepping out of a train or metro and walking straight into a spacious, modern terminal, or driving on a highway where traffic management is optimized for airport travels. This is the kind of seamless travel experience NMIA is aiming for, one with one where delays, congestion, and chaos are minimized. It's a huge upgrade from Mumbai, which has suffered for years for overcrowded roads, overbooked flights, and endless airport queues. In short, NMI is not just an airport, it's a fully integrated transport ecosystem designed to make air travel fast, convenient, and stress free, something Mumbai has been waiting for decades. And the best part, this is only the beginning. As more metro lines, highways, and regional connections comes online, getting to NMIA will become faster and easier than many people even imagine today. This isn't just an airport, it's a game changer for the entire region. The impact goes far beyond flights and passengers. On the economic front, Navi Mumbai is set to experience a major boom. New business parks, hotels, and logistic hubs are already being planned around the airport, turning the area into a fresh growth engine for the city and the state. Property values are expected to rise, and the new jobs will follow, creating opportunities for thousands of people. For airlines, NMI is a breath of fresh air. Finally, no more endless queues, no more juggling slots, and far fewer delays. This is the airport airlines have been waiting for. The existing Mumbai airport has been running at maximum capacity for years, making scheduling difficult and leaving little room for new international routes. With NMIA, airlines will enjoy less congestion, better slot availability, and lower operational pressure. More flights can take off and land on time, and new domestic and international connections can be added with ease. Airlines love airports that can operate smoothly without bottlenecks, and NMIA gives them exactly that, setting the stage for Mumbai to become an even more important aviation hub in India. What opens in 2025 is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to Navi Mumbai International Airport. The airport is being developed in multiple phases, each designed to gradually transform it into a world class aviation hub. In phase 1, which begins this December, we get domestic operations, limited flights, and the first operational runway. But that's just the beginning. Phase 2 will see the addition of the second runway, which will drastically increase flight capacity and allow the airport to handle both domestic and international traffic simultaneously. Alongside this, more terminals and lounges will be constructed to make passengers flow smoother and more comfortable. Imagine moving through check-in and security without even feeling the congestion that Mumbai's current airport is infamous for. Then comes the phase 3, which focuses on cargo and logistics. NMI is not just for passengers. It's designed to be a cargo powerhouse with state-of-the-art facilities for goods, e-commerce, and freight handling. This will attract major logistic companies, boost trade, and position Navi Mumbai as a critical hub for India's business ecosystem. Maintenance and repair hubs for airlines will also come online, making NMI a one stop aviation ecosystem. The final phase aims to create a mega airport complex with 3 to 4 runways, expanding terminals, and world class passenger amenities, including hotels, shopping, and business centers integrated with the airport. By the time all phases are complete, NMI is expected to handle up to 60 million passengers a year, making it one of the India's largest airports. To put things into perspective, the long-term vision is nothing short of global level planning. NMI is being designed to rival airports like Istanbul, Singapore Changi, and Dubai International, all of which function as major international hubs with seamless connectivity. Mumbai is stepping into the global league, not just as a city with heavy traffic, but as a strategically connected aviation and business hub. And here's the exciting part: every phase has been planned to scale efficiently, meaning the airport can expand without disrupting ongoing operations. So, what opens in 2025 is just the beginning. The next decade will see Navi Mumbai transform completely, becoming India's aviation crown jewel, ready to support millions of passengers, cargo operations, and global trade. This airport isn't just a place to land planes, it's a city within a city, a future ready hub built to grow alongside Mumbai and India's economic ambition. But let's be real, building the airport is just the first step. The bigger challenge is making it work flawlessly once it opens. Managing traffic during peak hours will be the major test, especially as more passengers start using NMIA while the old Mumbai airport is still operational. Then there's the airline transition, which means moving flight schedules, crews, and operations without causing delays or confusion. On top of that, coordination between multiple agencies, from security teams to air traffic control and local authorities, will be absolutely critical. Big projects rarely collapse overnight. When they fail, it's usually quietly. Small mistakes, miscommunication, tiny delays stacking up. And for NMIA, success now depends not on how impressive the airport looks, but on how well it is run day to day. Every system, every process, every connection must operate seamlessly. Millions of passengers, countless flights, and eye of the world will be watching. Mumbai cannot afford another operational headache. 25th December 2025 is more than just an opening gate. It's Mumbai's admitting a simple but powerful truth. Growth needs space, cities must evolve, and infrastructure shapes the future. Navi Mumbai International Airport may not be perfect, and yes, challenges lie ahead, but it is absolutely necessary. It's a bold, game changing step that addresses decades of congestion, prepares the city for the future, and positions Mumbai as the truly global aviation hub. Sometimes progress doesn't arrive quietly. Sometimes it begins with a single runway lighting up a city ready to take the next big leap. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want to see more stories about India's largest infrastructure projects, futuristic cities, and aviation marvels, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification so you never miss an update. And we'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell us, would you choose Navi Mumbai Airport or stick with the old Mumbai Airport, and why? Share your thoughts, experiences, and even your travel nightmares. Let's start a conversation. If you loved this deep dive, smash that like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who loves aviation, futuristic cities, or wants a front row seat to Mumbai's transformation. Trust me, you'll want to see what happens next. After all, this airport isn't just a building, it's the beginning of a new era, and you'll get to witness it from the very first